Donald was excited. The diesels at Young Works, he announced, say that on the other railway there are things called high-speed trains. They have a diesel engine at each end and go at 125 miles an hour. Gordon snorted. An engine at each end, he said. There's only one of me, but I bet I can go as fast as those smelly boxes on wheels. Probably faster, he added. The others said nothing. They had heard Gordon's boasting before. Gordon was still bragging the next morning. Speed's nothing to me, he boasted. Why? Because one of my brothers went 126 miles an hour. I'll show these diesels a thing or two. Just you wait and see. He puffed grandly towards the station. As Gordon was coupled up to his coaches, he was still thinking about the diesels. Gordon normally pulled the big express, but Henry, James, and Bear pull it for him whenever he's ill or away. Many people use the express, which is why the train is really heavy. The carriages stood under the cover of the platform, but when Gordon was coupled onto the train, his cabin front end had to stand outside. He grew colder and colder as he waited for the guard to blow his whistle and wave his green flag. Come on, he hissed impatiently. Let's get started. At last, Gordon heard the whistle. Come on, he hissed, but his wheels stood firm on the rails. He tried hard to pull away, but no matter how hard he spun, his wheels held him back. Gordon moved a yard, yelling for help, but his wheels stood firm where they are, and the coaches held him back even more. Help! Help! Cried Gordon. But nobody could. Sparks showered from his wheels and they continued on as Gordon kept on spinning. His driver tried a lot of tricks. An inspector came in and he tried as well. Sir Topham Hatt came out of his office to see what the fuss was all about. He said several things to Gordon, but Gordon was making so much noise that he couldn't hear them. At last, the driver closed the regulator as Gordon used too much of his steam, and soon he finally stopped. The silence was amazing. Donald came to take him back to the sheds, and Henry came to take the express. When the train left, workmen went to replace the rails where Gordon had been standing because his spinning wheels had grown deep grooves in them. The shed was empty. Donald tactfully remembered another job and left Gordon on his own. But that night, Gordon heard a whisper from close by. Did you hear? It hissed. How Gordon went for There was a quiet chuckle. Gordon snorted. High-speed engines are all very well, the whisper went on, but Gordon ought to know by now that he's supposed to move his train too. Gordon snorted in disgust. And with a gasp, the whisper subsided into silence.